Next time you pull up to a gas station, check the price on the board. Then look across the street at the competing brand. You'll see the exact same number. We're told the free market dictates these prices, but if these companies were truly fighting for your dollar, one would drop their rate to steal the other's business. They rarely do. In 2016, a new telecom provider in India offered unlimited 4G data and voice calls for $0. Millions of people lined up for the free service. Over the next 2 years, the competition bled out. A market once filled with 10 different operators collapsed into just 3 survivors. That free data was a calculated expense used to starve and destroy competition. In these massive corporate battles, you are a weapon used to bankrupt rivals. This strategy was perfected 150 years ago by John D. Rockefeller. At his peak, he controlled 2% of the entire American economy, amassing a fortune worth over $400 billion in today's money. Rockefeller's real legacy is the method he used to funnel that wealth upward. Every free choice you make today operates inside a predetermined cage designed by his historical blueprint. During the 1859 Pennsylvania oil rush, thousands gambled their savings on drilling wells. Rockefeller realized that while pumping crude was a matter of luck, refining it was a guaranteed bottleneck. Every single driller needed their oil cleaned to sell it. Rockefeller pioneered vertical integration. He bought forests for barrels, wagons for transport, and warehouses for storage, eliminating middlemen to drive costs down. Amazon replicates this today, owning AWS servers, fulfillment centers, and the delivery network bringing goods to your door. In India, Dhirubhai Ambani built Reliance by tracing the supply chain backward. He started with textiles, then built petrochemical plants for the yarn, refineries for the chemicals, and rigs to pull the oil from the ground. When a single corporation owns every step of the supply chain, the consumer's entire spend aggregates at the top. Rockefeller also mastered a strategy called horizontal consolidation. During the 1872 Cleveland Massacre, he intentionally slashed the price of his kerosene below the actual cost of production. He intentionally lost money on every single sale to make the market unlivable for everyone else. He gave his rivals a binary choice: sell their refinery to him at a set price or face inevitable bankruptcy. Within 3 months, he owned 25 of the 26 refineries in the city. In 2016, Jio used the same tactic by offering free data until the market's price floor vanished. Competitors who couldn't sustain the losses either folded or merged into a handful of survivors. Amazon uses this logic today by analyzing third-party merchant data to clone successful products. They then prioritize their own Amazon Basics versions in search results, starving the original competitors of sales. Massive discounts and so-called free services act as a deliberate, controlled demolition of all your market alternatives. Once the competition is cleared, the consumer is left with a single, dominant provider. By the late 19th century, Rockefeller controlled 90% of American oil, triggering intense public backlash. State laws were passed that prohibited his company from owning businesses across different state lines. His lawyers invented the trust to bypass regulations. While 34 separate companies existed on paper, a central board secretly controlled them all. This birthed the modern holding company, used today by Alphabet to own Google and Meta to own Facebook. Global banks use this same holding structure to layer their ownership across commercial, investment, and brokerage arms. This creates a level of complexity that makes them nearly impossible for governments to effectively regulate. The dense, overlapping layers of modern corporate structures provide intentional camouflage, allowing monopolies to hide their true scale from the law. In 1911, the Supreme Court ordered Standard Oil to be broken into 34 regional pieces. The ruling was seen as a victory against corporate greed. However, Rockefeller retained shares in every newly created company. As the individual pieces thrived in their regions, their combined stock value exploded, and Rockefeller became even wealthier after the breakup than he was before it. To protect this growing wealth, he invented the Corporate Philanthropic Foundation. By donating to medical research and education, he avoided massive taxes while gaining the power to dictate public policy. Modern billionaires use philanthropic foundations to exercise the exact same systemic control. They bypass tax systems while simultaneously influencing global health and education policies to align with their private interests. Mark Zuckerberg utilizes this exact playbook to protect his capital while shaping public initiatives in his image. Billionaire philanthropy serves as a tool for systemic influence, allowing private individuals to control resources that would have otherwise gone to the public via taxation. Over a 40-year working life, you will spend millions of dollars on energy, data, medicine, and technology. Because of the consolidation Rockefeller pioneered, almost all of that wealth funnels into a few dominant family-controlled holding companies. In a consolidated market, opting out is a mathematical impossibility. Switching from one brand to another simply feeds a different branch of the same corporate architecture. You are faced with two standard paths: stay ignorant and accept the illusion of choice, or spend your life fruitlessly attempting to boycott supply chains that are designed to be inescapable. Rockefeller viewed competition as a sin, a waste of resources that should be consolidated for maximum efficiency. Since his system is built to move wealth only in one direction, the most logical response is to pivot. If you cannot stop the flow of money toward these aggregators, you must become an owner of the aggregators themselves. Seeing the invisible architecture Rockefeller built allows you to choose your position within it. True power lies in recognizing where the wealth aggregates and positioning yourself there, rather than just remaining the source of the extraction.